You know, it's honestly amazing that there are so many YouTubers who have enough brain cells to make YouTube videos, but not enough brain cells to keep their dicks inside their pants. However, the topic of today's video is not just someone who thinks with his penis and not his brain, but he's also an average Alabama enjoyer. The person who we are going to be talking about today is called James Bear, and I have no other way to say this, he had sex with his own sister. A couple of days ago, a Twitter user by the name of Lalo posted a whole document in which they exposed everything that James did. And the document is 182 pages long. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole document because reading all of its 182 pages is about as hard for me as it is hard for James Charles to stop touching kids. So, in the document, Lalo reveals that in 2016, James messaged her and revealed that when he was 13, he had sex with his 9-year-old sister. Honestly, I've seen paraplegics that can write better than this. Now, James tried to justify him committing incest by saying that at the time, he was depressed and suicidal. I'm sorry, yeah? But how does it come to your mind when you are depressed that the best thing to do is to go to your sister and stick your sausage in her? I know that 13-year-olds are about as intelligent as people who pay for OnlyFans, but being stupid does not justify you having sex with your sister when you are depressed. After this document came out, another one of James's former friends also came forward with a bunch of screenshots of Discord conversations between him and James. In these conversations, James once again confesses to having sex with his sister and also confesses that he regrets it. However, James also says that if his friend ever exposed him, he would cut all contact with him. The biggest problem with James here is he's trying to portray himself as a person who's changed and that he regrets everything that he did. But at the same time, this is the way he reacted when he first got exposed. I don't care if you feel bad about what you did, you still committed a crime and you need to go into prison. Now, James has actually made a response to the whole situation on Twitter. About the sister thing, it did happen, but only once, when we were just kids and it was consensual. 9-year-olds cannot consent. 13-year-olds cannot consent. You fucking brainlet. I made a mistake when I was a kid and I didn't know it was bad. But those mistakes I made back all those years ago don't define who I am today. I'm a completely different person. Just because you don't commit incest now does not mean that you should not go to prison. James also did another response on Twitter which was somehow worse than the last one. First of all, I would like to apologize to those who are upset and disgusted by some of the claims that are being thrown at me by what appears to be a premeditated attack on me as a person. Alright, great, that's nice talking about you being attacked after you literally were exposed for committing incest. Second, I'm ashamed for what occurred in my past and I'm working towards being a better human being. However, the claim of me being a pedophile, rapist, and a molester is not true. The amount of harassment and threats that I've been receiving because of this is astronomical. Third, about my past. As much as it pains me to confront it, my past was never meant to be public knowledge and was leaked 5 years ago by a person who hated my guts for ridiculous reasons, which is why that document exists. What we are seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is gaslighting at its finest. It was a childish attempt on trying to make me break up with someone they liked and wanted back. As time went on, and after dealing with this situation on multiple occasions within the last 5 years of my life, I'm being labeled as a monster yet again, and I'm forced to respond to these people. My past was never meant for anyone to hear, and was a sick, twisted ploy to make me look bad, when really these people, and including you reading this, don't know my full story. You don't know my personal life. You don't know me personally, and you will never get to know. Because I don't need to tell you. I'm actually starting to doubt whether this guy feels regret for his actions. He could have just admitted that what he did was wrong and stopped right there, but instead, he chose to talk about this conspiracy theory bullshit about everyone coming after him. Stop trying to make yourself look better when you literally fucked your sister and go to prison already. I don't owe you any more attention because I'm trying to be a better human being each passing day and again. Those who have ill against me, I'm sorry. I'm flawed just like everyone else. Yes, we are all fucking flawed, but you are literally a fucking schizophrenic. Honestly, this whole situation is just incredibly disturbing, especially considering that James said that what he and his sister did was consensual. So in conclusion, even though I wish James the best in his recovery, I don't want him back on a platform, because this guy committed incest and is then using depression as a way to protect himself from all the criticism. So obviously, you know, that's pretty messed up, and I don't think that he should be allowed back on YouTube. But anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching and for all of your support. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, turn notifications on, please comment because it really helps me out in the algorithm. Also, join my new Discord server, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Disco, 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 disco. Disco. Disco.